podcast host, Charlie Brixton, and welcome to another episode of Get Into the Pussy. I missed you. I did. You know, it's crazy. It's like this thing. It was a bomb show last week. I had the men on. It was hot and everything. And it's so weird in my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to tell you this. I have to tell you this. I have to tell you this. But I have to be disciplined because this is an interview. And Charlie, you just can't talk about a random moment on a Saturday at 3 a.m. But now I can because I'm by myself, so I can totally tell you about my random moments. It's not about that. Well, it is about that. But I am excited to talk to you. So before we get to our topic, and our topic, surgery, yay or nay? Is it for you? And what Cher has taught me. That is our topic on getting to the pussy. Before we even go there, let me tell you guys something. So I was sleeping and I woke up in the morning. It was like an early Saturday morning. And you know, it's this thing where, okay, I sleep naked because it just feels better. And I woke up and I usually sleep on my side, you know, and I hold myself. Like, I have big boobs, for God's sake. So, like, sometimes, you know, I grab on my boobs or, like, I'll touch my legs or something. Or, you know, usually, okay, so I have big boobs. All right, I hold them like they're pillows. So I usually grab myself when I wake up in the morning or something like that. It gives me comfort. And usually sometimes I play with my stomach. So I was sleeping on my side and I usually put my hand in a place where it's like where I hug myself. And my hand slipped. I was freaking out. I was like, okay, wait, is this a dream? And you know those dreams where like you win a lot of money or like you're having like some hot make out sex, you're not supposed to be having sex with someone, you know, all those hot dreams, and you're like, oh my gosh, is this real? God damn, this is a dream. I don't want to wake up. And I felt like that, guys. I was like, oh my gosh, is this real? Like, how come I can't feel this bump on my stomach? Is my tummy flat? What's going on? Please, God, don't let it be a dream. Don't let it be a dream. And I hurried up. I got out my bed so goddamn fast. I looked in the mirror. I was like, oh shit, dude, there was a big old piece of like this extra fat piece on my lower belly. No, actually like the midsection of my belly. And it's gone. It's gone. What the hell, y'all? I mean, and don't get me wrong. I know for those who follow me on Instagram, getting to the GETTING number 2 THE, right? For those who follow me, you guys know I work out almost 5 to 6 days a week. Jogging, I'm boxing, I have my trainer, I have another trainer now in Oklahoma, this woman, she is bad as hell, and she's teaching me how to precision strike. So I have all of these things going on, but I'm like, no, there's something different. My belly is like almost one. Dude, I got on that IG so goddamn fast. I was the only like wannabe stud. My Adidas shorts and like my black sports bra, like really, really showing a freaking ab. And I was like, what's different? And I gathered everything and I was doing and I realized, y'all, it's the goddamn jump rope. It's jump rope. Let me find out that was the plug all along. Y'all, and I was like, what is it for? And I realized, it's the jump rope, y'all. It's the goddamn jump rope. I have been jump roping for maybe a month and a half, twice out the week. And dude, I burned about 1,000 calories per session. And it's almost like an hour session, maybe an hour and 10 minutes, hour 15 minutes. I burned 1,000 calories. I call it like 1,000 jumps, 1,000 calories. But this shit is like, I go through this workout and it's faster. I burn double than I do running. And I'm happy and I'm jumping. I don't know, like I'm transforming faster. Let me find out that jump rope is the plug, y'all. I'm going to give this a couple of more weeks. Then I'm really going to talk my shit. And y'all know I'm going to be like the only Susan Summers, like Thigh Master campaign. Y'all going to be like, what is wrong with Charlie and her crazy jump rope? I swear to you, I don't know. Oh, for those who follow me, you'll know what the hell I'm talking about. But goddamn, y'all, I have one belly. And this leads me to our topic. So with my one belly, I decided to reward myself. I no longer reward myself with food because I realize I can have whatever the hell I want to. If I want a cheesecake, I'll go and I'll get the goddamn cheesecake, and I don't need a reward or a celebration to tell me tell. But my reward to myself was I knew there was some type of change going on, a non-scale victory. So I decided to get a massage. It's been months since I got a massage. Like a real one, and not like a hookup one where like someone gives you a massage for like 10 minutes before you hook up. No, like a real professional massage where you lay down on a table and they have a timer and shit. So I saw my old guy. He was like, "Oh my gosh, you lost so much weight, Charlie. Wow, what? Whoa. As he is touching me, he's like, "Where's the scar? Where's the scar? No. You got surgery. Where's the scar?" And I'm laughing because he says, "I didn't see you for months." I'm like, there is no scar on this body, sir. And that made me think. He was like, good for you. You did this on your own. It made me think to where I was 5 years ago and my thoughts on surgery. And before I even go there, let me just go back to my massage really quickly. So the guy's massaging me, and I don't know, blame this on COVID, blame this on like, maybe I'm in my truth, but you know the thing where like he's tapping you and like they need you and you go to, like to the lower back and they get to your butt and they start patting it. And I just screamed out, harder. And now he's like smacking my ass, and I was like, yes, and I had to catch myself. Let me find out. I have like a new kink, but that's another episode. But I don't know, that came to my mind. Smacking. Okay, anyways, focus, Charlie. Here we go. Surgery. All right. 5 years ago. No, actually close to 6 years ago, I had to go to the doctor. I was snoring. And let me tell you, snoring is not normal, folks. If you snore and if you are a heavy snorer, really, really look into that. Because when I went, of course, it was some form of sleep apnea where my cords were cut off from breathing. Anyway, I had this doctor visit, and during, of course, he did all of these tests on me. And I realized that I had, of course, a fatty liver. At that time, I was a huge asthma sufferer, so I had a heavy mucus buildup. I was having a respiratory infection like every other freaking day. Like, it was insane. It was stupid. The doctor, he recommended at the time for me to possibly do lap band because I was close. I think I was 302, 300. Ooh, I was close. Yeah. And he was like, actually, you would be the perfect mid-candidate to do this. I remember getting offended, like, get out of my face. And I ignored him. And so he was like, okay, well, what about liposuction? Maybe you can get a tummy tuck. And I don't know why I was more attracted to that than lap band. I remember him setting up like this consultation for me to get a possible tummy tuck. Wasn't that weird? Like, we were going through like my whole sleep apnea and snoring, and now me getting a tummy tuck? The fuck? And I remember setting up this appointment and going to the new doctor, the plastic surgeon. He took out this pen, and dude started to write on me. And for those who, you know what I'm talking about, right? You go inside and they take this blue pen and dude, they start to write on you. I was offended. I was like, this motherfucker's writing on me, huh? And he was like, oh, okay. Like, oh yeah, you could take some of this off. Oh yeah, your skin. Do you see this fat hair? Oh yeah. Oh, that ugly fat. I remember like going through and this man is like calling my fat ugly. And he's like, oh yeah, that's a mistake there. And oh yeah, you can get rid of that. Oh, and oh yeah. Do you see where your knees are? It was daunting. It was like 2 hours of someone dissecting me and telling me what's wrong with me. I walked out. I wasn't even interested. It was just this weird thing of like someone writing on you. And I went back to this voice in my head that it's like, we're all born perfect. We are all born perfect. It's just sometimes in the journey we get clouded with all the bullshit. We get fed the wrong things and we get the wrong things in our body. And that's how our bodies become distorted. I really believe that. But I walked out. So at that time, I said, okay, no, I'm not going to get the surgery. And then there was another time that I was really considering it. I had to go back to the doctor. I still had a fatty liver, still all fucked up. And at this time, I was like, okay, I may get the lap band because at this time, I have done the Atkins diet when that was popular, all protein, remember, no carbs. Now we call it keto. No shade though, but it's the same shit. But okay, well, I take that back because on keto, you can do a vegan version of. But I did Atkins, I did South Beach, juicing, the grape diet, cabbage, calorie counting. I was just over it, guys. I went back to the doctor and I was really considering it. I was a proper candidate. The insurance would have covered and everything. And I remember he started to talk about the recovery process. And he was like, oh, you won't be able to eat like you used to. And most importantly, you can't drink liquor for... I said, huh? What? Excuse me? Now, mind you, this is 5 years ago. And y'all, for those who have not been to New York, or for those who have been to New York, the New York brunch scene was once popping. Like, you had to do brunch. I was doing brunch like 2 days out the week. Like, that shit was a sport in New York City. And at this time, my friends and we found this wonderful place called Amigos. And they had the best bacon. It was like these thick cut slabs of bacon. And they had like frozen strong ass margaritas for $5, y'all. Like $5 margaritas with the shot for $6. So you mean to tell me I can party with my friends for $25 unlimited brunch? Do you think I'm gonna give that up for some goddamn surgery? I told y'all this shit was silly. I thought about it. And I said, hell no to surgery. That recovery is too damn long. You cannot tell me I don't want to give up my brunch. And I walked away from surgery just because I did not want to give up my brunch. And I realized, what was that? It was really my freedom, right? It's this thing was like, you're not going to tell me what to do. I tell myself what to do. I'll figure my own shit out. But no. This is not by force. I walked away. And that's the only reason why I did not get surgery. The only reason why. This guy, a doctor later on, we were talking about lap band surgery and different things. And there's a book right now, and it's pissing me off. It's called like hypnotic gastric bypass surgery, something like that, hypnotic. So basically it's teaching you how to, within your mind, pretend like you have lap band surgery. And I put up a post. I'm like, fuck you. That shit is called fasting, son. Like, stop playing. And I'm not hating someone. Okay, fine. If you want to make your money. But that's called fasting. Like, seriously. When I was getting ready to almost do that surgery for lap band, the doctor said, we tie up your freaking stomach, and if you overeat, it's going to be a pain response system. You overeat, ouch. You can't eat. You overeat, ouch. You can't eat, you throw up. That is what it is. It's a pain response system. So, guess what? Fasting is kind of like that. I mean, yes, you're not being forced, right? Like, no one's tying your stomach together. It is not a response of pain, right? No one isn't tying your shit together. But mentally, you are tying your stomach together. And you're saying, no, I'm not going to eat. And you do other things. And yeah, when it's time to eat, if you do overeat, you will get sick. You will throw up. It's the same shit. The only difference is, one, physically, you have to tie. One, it's a mental thing. And this is what I'm not going to do. I am not going to judge either or. I chose not to get the surgery because, I want to have bacon and I want to have margaritas. But I know someone else who got the surgery because they felt that they could not wake up another day in their size. And this is where it hits. I decided to give myself some time because I'm like, all right, you're being silly. Figure this out. And mind you, I did not, y'all know, this was 5 years ago and my change happened 2 years ago. So it still took me 3 years after that fact to get my life together. I had a friend who had lap band because honestly, it was the only thing she thought about. She felt she tried every diet, like myself. She tried every diet, went back and forth, calories. She was killing herself to the point, like she was literally killing herself. She felt like she couldn't have any type of restraint. And she went to the doctor. And the doctor told the same spiel, your recovery, you won't be able to drink, you won't be able to. And she said, fine, take the pain away. My homegirl said, take the pain away. Her and I, we went on the same journey at the same time. I did mine mentally, work through it. She did hers surgically. Of course, she ended up losing so much more weight than me. Like, she looks fabulous. But the difference is 2 years later, and these are true pros and cons, guys. For myself, I'm still on my journey. I take no medication. I move, come and go as I please. It's not a big deal. Her, she looks fabulous. She's doing her thing, and she is on medication like a motherfucker. Her nutrients in her body does not take nutrients. So she has to, for the rest of her life, take certain medications in order for those nutrients to come inside her body. She has lost her hair. She's sick. There's different things. But physically, she looks amazing. We had a conversation recently, and I'm like, oh, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like, nutrients, you're on medication. And she looked at me and she said, absolutely the fuck yes, Charlie, it's worth it. Yeah, I'm on medication, but you know what? When I look in the mirror, that's the only thing I cared about. So yeah, if this was my torture bearer to be on medication, but now I finally have the body of my dreams, okay. You know what? And I couldn't judge a sister. I mean, to each his own. I get it. You take them pills, girl. But I hope that she finds a way where she can heal herself. But I understood that, y'all. There was no judgment. There was no judgment in that. Now, I'm all for surgery. I'm all for, you figure it out. But it gets weird if you do the surgery and you're not fixing your inside. Because I truly feel that at least 90% of folks who are overweight or weight gain or different things, yeah, sometimes it comes from a base of, okay, we don't know what's happening, but also some type of trauma, some type of emotional trauma, stress. Something's happening where something stopped. Honestly, I feel that way. And I feel like if we don't deal with that trauma, if we don't go in the inside, we can still be the same person no matter how many surgeries. I have a friend who is a freaking trainer, and she just went down to freaking the Dominican Republic to get arm surgery. This is a trainer. Homegirl has a six-pack. She just got arm surgery because she felt like her arms were too batty. Like she had bat wings. Now, this is someone now who has had a tummy tuck, a butt lift, arm surgery. Also, I believe she got something with her, her cheeks or something. I'm like, what next? She's only 33. And I think for someone who's getting all of this work, what's going to happen when you're 45, when you're 50? And then the other question is, who are you getting it for? I understand that mother, and I do know a mama who had 2 kids, and I get it. Your kids have been sucking on your titties for a good 5 years. You're over it. You deserve this. Your husband needs to wake up. You need to wake up. Okay, fine, girl. You better get that BBL and get those breasts however you want it. Oh, fine. I understand that. I'm weary of the person who feels if they get the surgery, their life will somehow miraculously change. Like, my husband will like me, or my boyfriend will like me, or I'll get a boyfriend, or people will date me over it. And I feel like you meet those people and they constantly get things done, and the insides haven't changed. That freaks me out. Would I ever get surgery? And this is the thing. Would I ever get surgery? And let me tell you, when I was going on my journey, once again, I listen to people. If I see someone who looks good, I'm like, yes, I want to talk to you. I want to get your experience, everything. And one thing I did my research, and I followed a lot of people who lost extreme amount of weight, 100 pounds, 150 pounds. And I purposely followed people who at the time were not getting any type of surgery or reductions. I did that on purpose to see what the hell these people were doing. And also, I listened to a woman who was in her 60s who had great skin. She lives in Harlem. I'm like, yo, how do you do it? You have to prepare your body for what you have to take things to support your journey. I am going to give you a couple of things to support your journey in this. That's going to help you out with your collagen, your skin tightness. And they always say the number rule about losing weight, you don't talk about loose skin. If you talk about loose skin, you're going to expect loose skin. So get it out your mind, even if you have it going on. Oh, wait. And also about loose skin. Going back to the surgery, the thing about loose skin, I do understand from that brother who's like 400 pounds, who lost 200 pounds, and who does not want to do jumping jacks holding on to his skin. I get that. That's a time where surgery, hell yeah, get that shit taken off, right? But what happens to that girl who loses, I would say, 60 pounds? She looks good. But you know what? Maybe she can lose about maybe 30, 40 more pounds. It's not done. But she's like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get that tummy tuck. And she gets that tummy tuck and her arms are a little bit bigger. It's like this thing where give yourself enough time to really, really lose that weight. You know, give yourself enough time to really, the surgeon said, who's like, he really wished that people give their fat enough time to eviscerate from their body in order to like even out. Yeah. And I would just say, like, when will I get surgery? I don't know. Like, I'm still on my journey. I'm still working out. Like, as long as I can pinch a piece of skin and I can see that fat in there, we got work to do. I can't get surgery yet. No, I don't plan to. And I listen to people about prepping your skin, and I do believe that these herbs are made for us. There are things made on this planet to help support us in this journey to make sure that we are still keeping our skin and that we're looking good. So I want to share with you a couple of things that I personally have been taking for the past 2 years. My skin has changed dramatically to the point where sometimes I don't even need to wear lotion. I do not wear anything man-made, any crazy lotion. Let me tell you something about chemicals. Your body is like a machine, right? Everything you take in, your body has to read. I want my body to focus on being healthy and losing weight. So I don't need my body reading what is alcohol and benzyl and like 85 ingredients. Nah. I learned that trick from someone years ago. Put one ingredient on your goddamn body and figure it out. Shea butter, coconut oil, call it a day. Your body has enough stuff to figure it out. But let's go back. So these are some of the things that I've been taking for the past 2 years to support my journey. And it has been amazing, y'all. And this is the plug. Please listen to me. My shit is free for now. So here we go. The first one, Adaptogens, He Shou Wu. Heshou Wu. This is an adaptogenic herb that allows the body to counter and resist destructive stressors. He Shou Wu, it's one of those things where it helps the collagen in your body. It keeps everything soft. When you're stressed, I don't know, it keeps you like in this safe form. I can't explain it, but please look it up. It's cheap, it's natural, and it's amazing for you. Please look that up. Sea moss. Collagen, right? Collagen is the body glue that holds our skin and muscle together. You want to take things that is going to support the collagen in your body. Guys, sea moss is one of the most natural collagens that you can put in. It's a food and your body absorbs it. It's one of like the 3 foods that your body absorbs super fast. When I tell you, if you were to start taking sea moss on a daily basis, just 2 tablespoons, right? Knock it out in the morning, knock it out at night. I guarantee you it's going to support your skin. It's going to support your transition. I honestly thought that I thought my stomach was like bumpy and cellulite and all, and it was because it was the fat under there. When you burn more, shit starts to flatten out. It smooths out. It gets even. Give this world a chance. I swear to you. Get into your herbs, guys. Adaptogens. Say it with me, adaptogens. The first one, focus on He Shou Wu. For all my skin people, He Shou Wu. That is going to be your plug. All right? Another thing that will help out in your skin, breathing. Breathe. I know my iWatch shames me and it says like every 20 minutes, hey, you need to breathe. But really, if you're not breathing, like your skin needs time to breathe. Oxygen. I've been getting a lot of messages from folks who are thinking about going through their surgery, and it's either for the lap band or liposuction. They're like, oh, should I get it? Should I get it? What would you do? Here's my answer to you, and this is going to go two ways. Hopefully this is helpful. If you are thinking about getting lap band or any type of restriction surgery, I would say you have to honestly think about the cost. Before I make a decision, I'm always like, what's the value in that decision? What is that value is going to be? And what will that decision look like? What will that decision look like 2 years from now, 3 years from now? I always think of that. So, for example, if you were to get lap band or anything like that now, what will that look like 2 years from now? Possibly a better body, possibly health. On medication, maybe. If you don't know, and if you're not certain what will that look like 2 years from now, I don't want you to think, oh, I'm giving up on myself. Let me try one more time. Because let me tell you, when I walked out of that doctor's office, it was this thing about not necessarily giving up on myself. I was like, screw that. I want to have brunch. And remember, I did not get my shit together until 3 years later, right? So if you are like at this crossroad where you're trying to figure it out, give yourself an experiment. Give yourself an experiment. If you're okay with taking medication and doing certain things, and maybe going back for procedures to making sure you're fine, then go for it. But the thing is, if you're still back and forth like me, and I'm like, I don't like doctors and different things like that, you know what? Give yourself a practice. You ready? All right. If we're talking about this whole hypnotic lap band shit, right? I would say practice fasting. And this is going to be hardcore. Fuck a 16-hour. Do a 20-hour fast. Do a 20-hour fast. Go into a 20-hour fast and where you're only 20-hour fast and maybe you're eating for 4 hours if you really want to shrink your freaking stomach. No, this is not medical advice. This is not, do as you are. But this is, I would say, like you're drastic just to see how is this going to work out for you. Because if you get to surgery, you're going to be eating like that anyway. It's going to be minimum. So see if you can do it. See if you can do fasting. And another interesting thing about fasting, I know we were talking about sea moss and all the herbs that you take. People have been talking about autophagy lately. And some say it's true, some say it's false. But they're saying if you're able to fast 20 hours or more per day, your skin, autophagy is a thing where it gets rid of what? Dead skin. It gets rid of things that you no longer need. So when we think about cellulite, when we think about certain things that extra skin to our body can possibly clean it up. And the only reason why I'm so curious about this now, because I bring us back to my belly, y'all. My belly. I used to have like the cellulite patches, right? And different things. That shit is faded out. It's smoothed out. I'm like, oh, I really see abs coming in. I never thought that could happen to me. Y'all, and you know what I'm talking about. If you look on my IG, I am a woman who was 287 pounds, for God's sakes. And that's what I will admit to myself. The body is so magical. And you know what? Science is magical too, honey. Because them plastic surgeons, they be doing their thing. So this is up to you. This is up to you. But if you are a wild child like me who's like, what, medicine, huh? Where I don't want to do this. I don't want to, then you know what? Discipline yourself. Discipline yourself. Play a game with yourself. If you're like, you know what? I've tried everything. I don't think I can do this anymore. I think I can do this calorie count. No. If you are okay going on a medical plan, then go for it. Do it. Because this is all about your freedom, y'all. This is all about joy. This is all about loving yourself. This is all about what you need to get through the day. Because let me tell you something. You got to be good for you in order for you to be good for others. You got to feel good. Your self-image, you have to be good on the inside and the outside in order to pull this shit off in the world. It starts with you first. I'm rooting for you. I love you. And don't get it twisted, y'all. If I am 78 and if I feel like getting me a nip and tuck of some work done, I will. You never know. And I don't know where this journey is going to take me, what my body is going to look like. I don't know. It's looking good. Oh, I'm not going to lie. I wake up, I'm like, ooh, bitch, you sexy as fuck. Ow! Okay, sorry. But no. So I don't know where this is going to take me, but I'm convinced I am going to suck out every little piece of fat there is. So if there is loose skin, it's going to be evident there's loose skin. But right now, there ain't going to be loose skin with fat stuck in the middle because that shit gets confusing. All right? Love yourself a little bit more. And you know what? Smack yourself on the ass. You may like it. I'm liking that. Okay, I don't know why I said that. But, but yes, but I'm done, y'all. I'm done. But yes, but you know what? It's how you get to your pussy. Love